Hello guys, welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be telling y'all a story about how I almost lost my best friend twice in the same, I think it was the same month. I'm not completely sure if it was the same month, but I think it was the same month. So basically, okay, so the first time, let's just get right into it. The first time, me and my friend, this was my house that I'm filming in front of right now. It was still actually being constructed. This porch wasn't even here. It was just a small, like a small square porch with I don't even think it had steps yet. Excuse me. And basically, we were on this porch, and we decided we were gonna go. So there was a pile of sand that was right there for some reason. It was over in that direction that I'm pointing, right over in that direction. So we decided we were going to go sit by it. He started digging in the sand and all, and I was like on my phone or something. I can't exactly remember. So there was times that there would be actually like beetles in the sand because they would get in there at night and like hibernate and stuff and sleep and come out in the daytime. And what he actually did was, he was digging in the sand and actually got a handful of sand that had a beetle in it. And he threw it up in the air, and it just went all down all over me, all in my mouth. And, yeah, before I could go and wash myself off, my grandma saw that I had sand all over my face. And sorry about the cars and trucks, guys. You'll have to be able to move that. But what before I could totally wash myself off, my grandma was like, "What happened? Why do you have sand all over your face?" And I was like, "Okay, so I'm not gonna say his name, even though he has a YouTube channel. So and so, accidentally threw sand in my mouth." And she just stopped right there. Before I could even explain myself all the way, she went and told my dad. And I was like, oh my god. And they wouldn't even let me explain. My dad went to the store, so I couldn't explain to him. My grandma just wouldn't let me say anything because I don't know why she wouldn't let me say anything. But it was later on that night when why is the camera shaking? Fix that. That we actually took him to I believe it was a baseball game, that his sister, it was a softball game that his sister was in, and I believe that, yeah, it was a softball game. And my dad and her mom, or my dad and his mom, started, like, talking. They both got in the car and they started talking about it, and I was like, oh. And I knew what they were talking about. Got bit by something. But, that's basically the first one, and he wasn't actually allowed to come back up here for like a couple weeks, and then he was able to come back up here again. But okay, so that's the first one. The second one was actually when we were having a bottle flipping contest. Yes, it was early on, 2018, but bottle flipping was still kind of a thing, and it kind of died out in like mid-2018, and then nobody would ever talk about it or do it or anything. And we had done a contest, and it was like whoever could cap the bottle on my headboard of my bed got $20, because that was, my headboard was super crooked, and it was only like 1 in a million that you would ever cap it. So he capped it 3 times without me noticing, and he grabbed the money and he was like, "Bro, I did it." And I was like, "What?" Because I didn't see him do it. And it's well, dang, I can't fully remember this one, but I think that he actually I told him, I said, since I don't have like visual proof of you doing it, I want my money back. And I guess he said he put it back in my drawer or something, and he kept it. It was my fault for not believing him, and it was his fault for keeping the money anyway. But you know, it was kind of half and half our fault. So that was the second one. And after the second one, my dad texted my mom and accused him of stealing, which he didn't really do, and he wasn't allowed to come back up here. My dad chewed his mom out. My mom chewed his dad out. His mom, chewed my dad out, saying that he wouldn't do such a thing. He's not that type of kid, which he's not. But I mean, why does every car that has to pass by have to be on a loud, bumpy freaking highway with no muffler? But, that was the second one. And after that, he was not allowed to come back up here anymore. And this was last year in 2018, okay? This was like this was like late 2018 when this happened, I think. And, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it was like mid-2018. And it was getting late enough in the year that it was like cold at night and stuff. So maybe it was like something like October, November, something like that. I can't exactly remember. So yeah, that's how I almost lost my best friend 2 different times. Well, I didn't lose my best friend, but everybody thinks I did, but I really didn't. I'm not allowed to talk to him anymore. I used to be able to text him. No, I'm not allowed to because his mom thinks that I'm calling up here, talking to him without permission from anybody, and she's like, he's gonna get you in trouble, don't do it, and he won't let him talk to me anymore. So that freaking sucks. I can comment on his YouTube videos, but flies everywhere. I can comment on his YouTube videos, but he won't answer. It's not his fault, it's his mom's fault. And she sent me stuff like, stop texting this phone, text this phone again, and I will show up at your dad's house, and it's like all this kind of crazy stuff. And yeah, I've just stopped trying because I don't want to get him in trouble for no reason, get me in trouble just because I'm trying to contact him. And yeah, I don't want no part of that. So, you know, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and bye. Also, one more thing. Wait. No. Oh my god.